Yo, what's up? My name is Erosh, Mr. Kare Kemani. They call me Mr. Rehebe Sasiode. Yeah, so I'm a musician, I make music, I perform. And yeah, as you have seen, this is what we were doing. We're doing what we call Folk Fusion Unplugged, which is a product from Folk Fusion. Folk Fusion is all about performances, recording, documenting shows. And we were here with Emma Cheruto, Mush from the Bush. We had DJ Mura, who's also playing in the background. We had Zonto. It was an amazing time. This is, unfortunately, this is a private event. So the way people manage to get into this is we have what we call it's like a mailing list. If you like my music, what you do is you join a mailing list. They come a WhatsApp group like in your email. So you join the mailing list, and then tukifanya hizi my events chini ya maji because there's COVID, so we can't have big events. We can't have many people. We want, places that people can social distance and vitu kama hizo. That's why we did this. So it's chini ya maji. So we send. This is just people in our mailing list who came. It was a good party, and I think we had a really, really good time. But how do people end up in the mailing list? So what you do is you go to either my page, Erosh Official, on Instagram, or you go to the Folk Fusion Live. Or maybe you've attended one of my other Folk Fusion shows. Because tuko na database. Every time you pay for a ticket online, unajua unafaa kujua every time you pay for a ticket unacha information yako, data, unacha simu, unacha email. So either you've done that, or maybe sometimes because we care about privacy. So sometimes we don't want to send people we don't want to spam people. So that's why we go to online and we say, hey, if you are interested in this, please sign up on this form. So we usually send out forms and for us on our socials, and then wase wana sign up. Wanasema, yeah, I don't mind this, you can send me information on this. So that's how you end up in the mailing list. So every time we're doing something cool, we'll tell you. Every time we're selling something different, like t-shirts, like merchandise, we'll send you like discounts. Like now we are partnering with 254 Beers. You could get discounts on the beers if you know us, so we can send you the codes, and then ukifika huko hivyo kununua unapata discount. Unaona? Yani basically you join a mailing list, unapata tunakupatia tu vitu because tunajua unapenda kulewa, pia sisi tunapenda kulewa. Yeah. Tunaweza kuvuka boda, zunguka dunia msafiri.
My stage name is Mush from the Bush. My full name is Mushigi, but early on my sister started calling me Mush. And then, like growing up, my dad would we would travel around Africa, and then he would insult people from the bush. His term of the bush is guys like from Unshago. I kind of associated it with being like that in a way, but also like just the outdoors, because I like the outdoors. I like nature, trees. I love trees. Waterfalls, the beach, that kind of thing. So that's where the name came. Well, in terms of music, I tried to focus on like Afro jazz, Afro blues, a bit of reggae, still with a groove, like sometimes almost like urban, new school hip hop in a way, fused all of those together. But in a sense, I don't expect everyone to dance immediately. You don't have to dance. You just have to feel the groove and let it take you somewhere else. Let yourself experience a new vibe, and don't be stuck. Don't be firm when you're listening. Don't be rigid. Just let it take you.
My name is Emma Cheruto, the illest. I'm so many things. I'm not one thing. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I'm an architect as well. And I'm a lover of life and a hugger. I like hugging. I released my album, my EP like this. COVID said, hold that thought. It was like, relax, msupa. And I was like, okay. Because literally I released it on the 12th of March last year, 2020. And on the 13th, case one, I don't know if she was an actress or not, we don't know. But the first case of COVID was here with us, and it meant so many things, and a week later we were locked down. I had shows lined up, interviews lined up, and they were all cancelled, and I was like, kwa hivyo sasa, so now what do we do? And it was difficult for me because, you know, sometimes as human beings we're kind of closed up and closed-minded. But uzuri ni, as creatives, like we just go with the flow. It was tough, but also a bit easy for me to navigate through the online streets. You know, the online streets of trying to get my stuff on there. It was difficult, but I think what kept me going was the fact that this is music that I love personally, music that I was passionate about, I'm still passionate about, and hey, ni kama siwezi ngoja, just like to show people what's next and who is Emma Cheruto. And for me it was like about like defining who I am as an artist. Some of the songs that I enjoy the most personally are about honest experiences, but most of my songs I just create situations in my head and I just imagine random situations, and I'm like, okay, what if this did this and that? Then I'm like, oh, this could be a song.
Yeah, a circle of things, circle of things, circles, yeah, cycles of regular things. We're all just the same, ain't playing this game. I'm waiting on you, boy, to pull me astray from the circle of things, yeah.
The show today was surprising. It was very surprising. Like, you know, we wanted a chill event, but guys are having a really good time. They're dancing and everything. You know, so all I can say is I'm so thankful. Like, I feel blessed that yani wase walikam na roho moja, yani open to music and to interacting, to sharing, to networking, because this is a networking event as well. You know, for artists, for business people, for marketers, for, you know, like we have Jangwani guys. Basically, it's like a networking event, and guys came with an open mind and an open heart, and they're embracing each other. And unajua sasa hii ni saa ya COVID, so mambo ya kuembrace each other unajua ni ngumu. So yeah, so I'm thankful for that.
My songs are not really about actual experiences. It's just about kind of getting into my head, and I think I focus more on the actual vibe and the actual feeling of the music rather than, oh, I'm trying to say XYZ or I want to sound like XYZ. It's like, what's that package for me? I think that's what my music is. I realize many creatives like myself, we kind of thrive on like sad situations to give like, because I don't know, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but like when I'm sad or feeling bad or whatever, I kind of get into this cocoon, and that's why I write music about, like I can write music about sad things seriously. But when I'm happy, I want to share it. You know, I just want to go everywhere. And so most music that's been about like happy things, I didn't write from a place of honesty. I was just like, I need a happy song. So I wrote a happy song. But like the sad songs, a song of mine from my EP, it's called Look What You Did. It's one of my most honest songs. I wrote it after I went through a breakup, and it was actually, I spent 3 months writing that song because it took me so long to kind of unpack everything, and I unpacked it using that song. And for me, I'm so glad that I am able to be an artist or a musician, to be able to put everything that I was feeling in those 3 minutes or in those 2 minutes. It's a blessing, you know. So I can't tell you what is the best or the worst, but
the show was good. It was early on. I went straight into it. To be honest, I don't focus on the crowd. Sometimes like today, I just closed my eyes and just focused on the instruments I was playing and the people I was playing with, and that's it. But that's the end of the story. Yeah, I try not to focus on other people. It's hard to stand, you know, in front of the microphone, but it was a warm space. I could feel people listening, and you know, they were calm and they were enjoying themselves talking. So I was comfortable on stage. Just like the name suggests, Mush from the Bush. The first time people hear it, they're like, what the hell kind of name is that? But then once you listen to the songs, you understand, yeah, like I play music under trees, you know, listening to birds and crickets and stuff like that. That's the kind of environment to which which inspires me to write. And in the end, I end up, playing the sounds that I hear without realizing and without knowing what I'm doing. So generally, me myself, I don't really like loud sounds. I don't really like major chords. I like minor chords because they're like mysterious in a way. They're kind of telling a story. Major chords are like definite. They're like written in stone, So I'm like many personalities in one. So that's why my music isn't just one path, like a straight line like that. One day I'm playing reggae, another day I'm playing Afro blues, another day I wake up and I play, jazz. My set depends on like the phase I am spiritually and emotionally, and what I'm feeling. The music I've been listening to that period of time in the year, the seasons, the weather. There's so many weird things that influence my music.
Can you tell us more about your music?
It's dope. It's just amazing. It's dope. And you can find it on Spotify now that it's in Kenya. You can find it on Apple Music. You can find it on YouTube. It's amazing. It's I call it contemporary folk music. Yeah. I think that's all I can say. All I can say is that it's dope. You just go listen to it. Just follow me, find that music on wherever you stream from. I'm there. Just listen to that shit. It's amazing.
I want my music to be able to make them feel safe and like represented, and that there's somebody somewhere who gets what they are going through or what they are not going through, or who's willing to or who's with them, like someone to relate to. That's what I want to make my audience feel. And for live performances, I don't know why people in our society feel like it's an AOB, it's like it's on the side. We need this. We need live performances because live performances are everything. That kind of energy is unmatched. It's unmatched. I think even the audience can say the same, it's unmatched. Just being there and being able to feed off of that, it's crazy. And so I'm so honored to be able to share that with people. I think if there was something I would tell the audience is like, man, this is a symbiotic relationship. I feed off of you, you feed off of me. Like, that's exactly how it works. So just keep doing you, me, let me keep doing me. And that's all we need. For me, honestly, moments like those are the ones that keep me going in my career. And it's so sad that in the time that we're in with the pandemic and everything, that we can't have those moments often. But it's okay because it makes these moments even more special and I'm able to hang on to them. So man, say that audience today. One of the things that I found most special was that they sang almost word for word my music. And that made me feel really good because it was like you're listening and you've been listening and you're here for me and for that, and you've been, art is it's like giving your soul and your very essence, and for somebody to receive that with open arms, that's a gift, and that's the greatest gift.
All I can say is thank you for coming. Thank you for giving us your time, and showing up and listening and being amazing and being open-minded and having open arms. So thank you very much to our audience. Yes, that's all I can say. And thank you to you for sitting with me, and having, this conversation. Yeah. Naona unafanya niongea kidogo mingi. Niseme mambo kama hizo.
You can find my music if you search Emma Cheruto, EMMACHERUTO, on any platform, anywhere. The depths, anywhere you want to find it, you'll find it. My EP is called Shift Happens. I have more stuff that's coming out this year and I can't wait for it, and I can't wait for people to just hear the growth and everything that's come along with this year and all the experiences. Yeah, but Emma Cheruto everywhere.